Well, with the Euro, US is still continuing its bullish momentum. Just looking for a pullback. I'm not looking for an entry point now. Today we've caught this big run up. I'm going to wait for a pullback, probably within some of these moving averages. Maybe even test this upper sloping trend line for a good entry point to go long. And for the Aussie US, trend is still bullish. We have a pullback starting, so I'm gonna wait for a pullback before looking for another long entry point. And for the Euro Jap, major reversal day, went totally bullish for today's momentum, and well, I'm looking for a possible breakdown in this momentum for another short. We're still on a daily negative. I'm looking for a short position. And for the Euro Pound, still bullish momentum, looking for a pullback for another entry point to go long. And for the Euro CAD, I believe this big rally we have is going to stall out, and the Canadian dollar will appreciate in value versus the euro and versus all the other major pairs. I'm looking for some downside. I'm not going to play it until I start getting a break below some moving averages. And for the Euro Swissy, I'm looking for a breakdown in this rally that we've seen. Once it starts to break down, then I'm going to look for a short position in this pair. Oh, and for the pound US, well, we've seen a big rally here. We're still in a downward sloping trend. It could possibly break, but if we see a retracement to the 159.8 level, I'm looking for an aggressive long position there. Just we have a lot of support here, and we could definitely see a lot of room for upside in this pair from that level. And for the pound Jap, huge upside today, but if we look at the daily chart on this one, just move that. Major reversal, but still we're in a huge downtrend, and with volatility as high as it is, I still think this can still reverse, and we can still see some more downside on this pair. Just keep your stops very tight. The volatility compared to the last 3 months, this is like tenfold. So, if you're going to be playing these kind of pairs in this sort of market, you have to play very active and just get out after you get a bit of profit and move on. And for the pound Swissy, we had a pullback today, but we're still on a downward trend, so I'm going to look for a possible short opportunity once it starts to get into the moving averages and starts to break down. Then I'm going to look for a short. And for the US Swissy, we've had that breakdown from before, and we're continuing this downtrend. We had a pullback today, but any sort of breakdown here is definitely going to look for a more short. Long-term trend is down. You just have to continue shorting it. I thought that this was going to possibly maybe rebound up to this level here, but it broke through. The Jap has sort of turned these markets upside down, so you have to follow that trend. So I'm looking for a breakdown here to go short on this pair. And for the US Jap pair, same thing. The other Jap pair is extreme to the upside. You know what? We're just going to have to wait for a breakdown in order for looking for another short. This amount of volatility, I can't play to the upside on the Jap. Just going to look for a breakdown and possibly take a small position just due to the volatility, and see where it goes. And for the US CAD, this downtrend is continuing. We had a breakdown, even though it was a nice little rally. Market's volatile, but we're having a breakdown, so I'm looking for continuing the short down to, possibly even the 97 level. If I get down to this area, I could cover that short. But I'm just going to continue looking for short positions on this pair. And for the Aussie US, a rally. for this pair today, but any time that this pair will get to the 99.76 level, once there's a breakdown, I'm going to continue shorting this pair. It's starting its downtrend, and I believe that the US dollar will start to appreciate versus most other pairs for the coming weeks. So I'm going to look for a short here. And for the Aussie dollar CAD, trend is still down, looking for a short position. If it gets close to this downward sloping trend line, once it gets there, I'm just going to look for another breakdown and continue shorting. And if we get back to this 97 level, I think I'll end up covering it, just because it's becoming more of a long-term support. So if it does, I'm just going to cover a short and then look for more opportunities if it starts to break below that level. And for the Aussie New Zealand, I think that we're in a downtrend for this pair. If I see a sudden break to the downside, I'm gonna short it. Histogram is showing very close to a very bullish long-term momentum. We've kind of already broken this trend line, this upward sloping trend line. So I'm looking for a short. If it doesn't happen, maybe around this level here for a double top to the bottom. But I really think this long-term uptrend has stalled out, and unless I see a break above the 137.8 level, I'm really bearish on this pair. And of course, the New Zealand-US pair still on its long-term downtrend, even though we have some rally. I'm going to wait for this rally to even come up to this downward sloping trend line or somewhere in these moving averages, and wait for the breakdown for the confirmation of the trend continuing to the downside to look for a short position. And thanks for watching my market analysis for the trading day of March 18th, 2011. Good luck, guys.